life, so cold, it's nice, so tired, my eyes fight, they just wanna close back up tight. Get up, hoodie on, hard work at the crack of dawn. This life ain't for the weak ones, no, this life pure only for the strong. Feeling slow, shake it off, don't got time for negative thoughts. Red sight, got the dot, shoot my shot, I want the top. Never lost, got my block, know my story, I know my boss. I will fight against the clock, time's a limited gift from God. One day I will have my victory, crush all my enemies so viciously. Work so hard, my hands are blistering, and they will carve my name in history. Wake up to the sound of the drums, stand up, locked and loaded, here I come. I'm here to stay, here to fight another day. You can't stop me with some pain, I am here to make a change. Whoa.
Doors are now closing.
I study every single frame. I don't just listen, man, I change and grow a little every day. I got this hunger deep inside me, I got this need that keeps on guiding me. I got this energy without me, it's all I need to overcome my anxiety.
real tight, making love every night. It's the sound of the speed bag hand hitting the rhythm, jump roping, long-winded, determined to go the distance of the blood and sweat. After a long shift, small paychecks just further the will to wanna live. Above the heavens, the head honcho, rest of my footwork, shadow boxing and crunches and push-ups early, getting my road work. Sacrifice my body, never minding if the flows hurt. One chance in the millennium, bro. You ain't ready, you miss your destiny, I'm ready to go.
I won't back down and no, I don't quit. Seem like my whole life I've been waiting for this. I give everything I got, all my blood, sweat, and tears leading up to this moment right here. And that's why I fight through the darkness and fight through the rain. Fight through the struggles and fight through the pain.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
But what's a fight if you don't fight for your dreams? Fight through the darkness and fight through the rain. Fight through the struggles and fight through the pain. Fight through the hard times and fight to maintain. But what's a fight if you don't fight for your dreams? The fire in my eyes so deadly. My focus on the rise so steady. What you waiting for? I've been ready. Whatever you got, come get me. Fight through the darkness and fight through the rain. Fight through the struggles and fight through the pain. Fight through the hard times and fight to maintain. But what's a fight if you don't fight for your dreams? Fight through the darkness and fight through the rain. Fight through the struggles and fight through the pain. Fight through the hard times and fight to maintain. But what's a fight if you don't fight for your dreams?
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
all or nothing.
It's all or nothing.
It's all we got. This is our moment. We'll never stop. No,
It's all or nothing.
it's in our veins. This how we do it. We run the game. Yeah,
It's all or nothing.
I want it all or nothing. I deserve it all. Since I came in the game, I came to win. Yeah, you know how I ball. Motivated, yeah, I'm dedicated and I won't stop. The underdog took over the top and that's my spot. And I won't flop, no. My team winning, game good like pure gold. Name known all over the globe. I came up hard, my heart cold. I push limits and I break modes. Go hard like beast mode. No shorts or days off. Hard work, get paid.
It's all or nothing.
It's all we got. This is our moment. We'll never stop. No,
It's all or nothing.
it's in our veins. This how we do it. We run the game. Yeah,
It's all or nothing.
we will never
Vehicles
stop.
from your vehicle has been used.
And you know my name. Yeah,
It's all or nothing.
it's all or nothing. It's all or nothing.
It's all or nothing.
I'ma go all in. I've been through it all of this, all the dues that I had to pay, all the moves that I had to make, and never lose faith and believe in fate. Yeah, but I got here, where I started from, I got there. All eyes on me, yes, I'm here. I'm ahead of the
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following place. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Fallen, the anguished fallen. Their lives have meaning because we, the living, refuse to forget them. And as we ride to certain death, we trust our successors to do the same for us. Because my soldiers do not buckle or yield when faced with the cruelty of this world. My soldiers push forward. My soldiers scream out. My soldiers rage!
Twist my gloves real tight, making love every night. It's the sound of the speed bag hand hitting the rhythm, jump roping long-winded, determined to go the distance. Of the blood and sweat after a long shift, small paychecks just further the will to wanna live. Above the heavens, the head honcho. That's not my footwork, shadow boxing and crunches and push-ups. Early getting my road work, sacrifice my body, never minding if the blows hurt. One chance in a millennium, bro. You ain't ready, you miss your destiny. I'm ready to go.
I won't back down and no, I don't quit. Seem like my whole life I've been waiting for this. I give everything I got, all my blood, sweat, and tears, leading up to this moment right here. And that's why I fight through the darkness and fight through the rain, fight through the struggles and fight through the pain, fight through the hard times and fight to maintain. But what's a fight if you don't fight for your dreams? Fight through the darkness and fight through the rain, fight through the struggles and fight through the pain, fight through the hard times and fight to maintain. But what's a fight if you don't fight for your dreams? The fire in my eyes so deadly, my focus on the rise so steady. What you waiting for? I've been ready. Whatever you got, come get me. Fight through the darkness and fight through the rain, fight through the struggles and fight through the pain, fight through the hard times and fight to maintain. But what's a fight if you don't fight for your dreams? Fight through the darkness and fight through the rain, fight through the struggles and fight through the pain, fight through the hard times and fight to maintain. But what's a fight if you don't fight for your dreams?
Yeah, it's all or nothing.
It's all or nothing.
It's all we got. This is our moment. We'll never stop. No,
It's all or nothing.
it's in our veins. This how we do it. We run the game. Yeah,
It's all or nothing.
don't want it all or nothing. I deserve it all. Since I came in the game, I came to win. Yeah, you know how I ball. Motivated, yeah, I'm dedicated, and I won't stop. The underdog took over the top, and that's my spot, and I won't flop. No, my team winning, game good like pure gold. Name known all over the globe. I came up hard, my heart cold. I push limits and I break modes. Go hard like beast mode. No shorts or days off. Hard work, get paid.
It's all or nothing.
It's all we got. This is our moment. We'll never stop. No,
It's all or nothing.
it's in our veins. This how we do it. We run the game. Yeah,
It's all or nothing.
we will never stop until we reach the top. And you know my name. Yeah,
It's all or nothing.
it's all or nothing. I want it all, man. I need it all. It's all or nothing.
It's all or nothing.
I'ma go all in and never call it quits. I've been through it, all the ups and downs, all of that, it made me all of this. All the drive that I'm moving with, all the dues that I had to pay, all the moves that I had to make, and never lose faith and believe in fate, yeah. But I got here, where I started from, I'm not there. All eyes on me, yes, my year. I'm ahead of the game like a light year. Gave blood, sweat, and even cried tears. To be the best and go this far, I had to take back what's mine. Either be great or die.
It's all or nothing.
It's all we got. This is our moment. We'll never stop. No,
It's all or nothing.
it's in our veins. This how we do it. We run the game. Yeah,
It's all or nothing.
we will never stop until we reach the top. And you know my name. Yeah,
It's all or nothing.
it's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. dog took over the top, and that's my spot, and I won't flop, no. My team winning, game good like pure gold. Name known all over the globe. I came up hard, my heart cold. I push limits and I break modes. Go hard like beast mode. No shorts or days off. Hard work, get paid. It's all or nothing. It's all we got. This is our moment. We'll never stop. No, it's all or nothing. It's in our veins. This how we do it. We run the game. Yeah, it's all or nothing. We will never stop until we reach the top. And you know my name. Yeah, it's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. I want it all, man. I need it all. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. I'ma go all in and never call it quits. I've been through it, all the ups and downs, all of that. It made me all of this. All the drive that I'm moving with, all the dues that I had to pay, all the moves that I had to make, and never lose faith and believe in fate. Yeah, but I got here. Where I started from, I'm not there. All eyes on me, yeah, it's my year. I'm ahead of the game like a light year. Gave blood, sweat, and even cried tears. To be the best and go this far, I had to take back what's mine. Either be great or die. It's all or nothing. It's all we got. This is our moment. We'll never stop. No, it's all or nothing. It's in our veins. This how we do it. We run the game. Yeah, it's all or nothing. We will never stop until we reach the top. And you know my name. Yeah, it's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing.
lives have meaning because we, the living, refuse to forget them. And as we ride to
Quantum
certain
drive
death,
is
we
now
trust
up.
our successors to do the same for us. Because my soldiers do not buckle or yield when faced with the cruelty of this world. My soldiers push forward. My soldiers scream out. My soldiers
was born into oppression. Only thing that would make an individual discipline himself to become a weapon. Family never had much. Developed a punch and tolerance for the pain. Running miles in the rain. The rain became my best friend. Jim was my wife. Laced my gloves real tight. Making love every night. It's the sound of the speed bag hand hitting the rhythm. Jump roping, long-winded, determined to go the distance of the blood and sweat. After a long shift, small paychecks just further the will to wanna live. Above the heavens, the head honcho. Master my footwork, shadow boxing and crunches and push-ups early, getting my road work. Sacrifice my body, never minding if the blows hurt. One chance in a millennia, bro. You ain't ready, you miss your destiny. I'm ready to go.
I won't back down and no, I don't quit. Seem like my whole life I've been waiting for this. I give everything I got, all my blood, sweat, and tears leading up to this moment right here. And that's why I fight through the darkness and fight through the rain. Fight through the struggles and fight through the pain. Fight through the hard times and fight to maintain. But what's a fight if you don't fight for your dreams? Fight through the darkness and fight through the rain. Fight through the struggles and fight through the pain. Fight through the hard times and fight to maintain. But what's a fight if you don't fight for your dreams? The fire in my eyes so deadly. My focus on the rise so steady. What you waiting for? I've been ready. Whatever you got, come get me. Fight through the darkness and fight through the rain. Fight through the struggles and fight through the pain. Fight through the hard times and fight to maintain. But what's a fight if you don't fight for your dreams? Fight through the darkness and fight through the rain. Fight through the struggles and fight through the pain. Fight through the hard times and fight to maintain. But what's a fight if you don't fight for your dreams?
Yeah, it's all or nothing.
It's all or nothing.
It's all we got. This is our moment. We'll never stop. No,
It's all or nothing.
it's in our veins. This how we do it. We run the game. Yeah,
It's all or nothing.
I want it all or nothing. I deserve it all. Since I came in the game, I came to win. Yeah, you know how I ball. Motivated, yeah, I'm dedicated and I won't stop. The underdog took over the top and that's my spot. And I won't flop, no. My team winning, game good like pure gold. Name known all over the globe. I came up hard, my heart cold. I push limits and I break modes. Go hard like beast mode. No shorts or days off. Hard work, get paid.
It's all or nothing.
It's all we got. This is our moment. We'll never stop. No,
It's all or nothing.
it's in our veins. This how we do it. We run the game. Yeah,
It's all or nothing.
we will never stop until we reach the top. And you know my name. Yeah,
It's all or nothing.
it's all or nothing. I want it all, man. I need it all. It's all or nothing.
It's all or nothing.
I'ma go all in and never call it quits. I've been through it, all the ups and downs, all of that, it made me all of this. All the drive that I'm moving with, all the dues that I had to pay, all the moves that I had to make, and never lose faith and believe in fate, yeah. But I got here, where I started from, I'm not there. All eyes on me, yes, my year. I'm ahead of the game like a light year. Gave blood, sweat, and even cried tears. To be the best and go this far, I had to take back what's mine. Either be great or die.
It's all or nothing.
It's all we got. This is our moment. We'll never stop. No,
It's all or nothing.
it's in our veins. This how we do it. We run the game. Yeah, we will never stop until we reach the top. And you know my name.
was born into oppression. Only thing that would make an individual discipline himself to become a weapon. Family never had much. Developed a punch intolerance for the pain, running miles in the rain. The rain became my best friend. Jim was my wife, laced my gloves real tight, making love every night. It's the sound of the speed bag hand hitting the rhythm, jump roping, long-winded, determined to go the distance of the blood and sweat. After a long shift, small paychecks just further the will to wanna live. Above the heavens, the head honcho, master my footwork, shadow boxing and crunches and push-ups early, getting my road work. Sacrifice my body, never minding if the blows hurt. One chance in a millennia, bro. You ain't ready, you miss your destiny. I'm ready to go.
I won't back down and no, I don't quit. Seem like my whole life I've been waiting for this. I give everything I got, all my blood, sweat, and tears, leading up to this moment right here. And that's why I fight through the darkness and fight through the rain. Fight through the struggles and fight through the pain. Fight through the hard times and fight to maintain. But what's a fight if you don't fight for your dreams? Fight through the darkness and fight through the rain. Fight through the struggles and fight through the pain. Fight through the hard times and fight to maintain. But what's a fight if you don't fight for your dreams? The fire in my eyes so deadly. My focus on the rise so steady. What you waiting for? I've been ready. Whatever you got, come get me. Fight through the darkness and fight through the rain. Fight through the struggles and fight through the pain. Fight through the hard times and fight to maintain. But what's a fight if you don't fight for your dreams? Fight through the darkness and fight through the rain. Fight through the struggles and fight through the pain. Fight through the hard times and fight to maintain. But what's a fight if you don't fight for your dreams? And that's my spot, and I won't flop, no. My team winning, game good like pure gold. Name known all over the globe. I came up hard, my heart cold. I push limits and I break modes. Go hard like beast mode. No shorts or days off. Hard work, get paid. It's all or nothing. It's all we got. This is our moment. We'll never stop. No, it's all or nothing. It's in our veins. This how we do it. We run the game. Yeah, it's all or nothing. We will never stop until we reach the top. And you know my name. Yeah, it's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. I want it all, man. I need it all. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. I'ma go all in and never call it quits. I've been through it, all the ups and downs. All of that, it made me all of this. All the drive that I'm moving with. All the dues that I had to pay. All the moves that I had to make and never lose faith and believe in fate, yeah. But I got here, where I started from, I'm not there. All eyes on me, yes, my year. I'm ahead of the game like a light year. Gave blood, sweat, and even cried tears. To be the best and go this far, I had to take back what's mine. Either be great or die. It's all or nothing. It's all we got. This is our moment. We'll never stop. No, it's all or nothing. It's in our veins. This how we do it. We run the game, yeah. It's all or nothing. We will never stop until we reach the top. And you know my name, yeah. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing.
systems online. deployed.
ups and downs, all of that, it made me all of this. All the drive that I'm moving with, all the dues that I had to pay, all the moves that I had to make, and never lose faith and believe in fate, yeah. But I got here, where I started from, I'm not there. All eyes on me, yes, my year. I'm ahead of the game like a light year. Gave blood, sweat, and even cried tears. To be the best and go this far, I had to take back what's mine. Either be great or die. It's all or nothing. It's all we got. This is our moment.
Is now on. Quantum drive is now on.
It's in our veins. This how we do it. We run the game. Yeah. It's all or nothing. We will never stop until we reach the top. And you know my name. Yeah. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing.
Is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing complete. Doesn't stay.
Greetings, visitors again. Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
courageous fallen, the anguished fallen. Their lives have meaning because we, the living, refuse to forget them. And as we ride to certain death, we trust our successors to do the same for us. Because my soldiers do not buckle or yield when faced with the cruelty of this world. My soldiers push forward. My soldiers scream out. My soldiers rage!
Step inside our room, your needs always come first. Every member of our team strives to be worthy of the trust you place in us and is dedicated to providing.
Careful, doors are now closed. Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the base.
let's kick it off, guys. So thanks again for joining us. We do have a little bit to talk about before we show you the tech demo. So I just want to talk to about a couple things that we've really been excited to share what we've been working on. We really appreciate your guys' patience during this time because we know it's been challenging to wait. I mean, we really empathize with your guys' frustrations. The good news is that you can now look forward to a steady stream of new content as we approach the release of Update 0.2, which of course we are now calling Night Ops. So be sure to keep an eye on our Steam channel, Discord, Twitter, and more upcoming updates and additional details. Because, Discord's going to be a place to chat with our developers, like I was saying before. Furthermore, we're going to closely monitor the feedback on the other platforms. So we're definitely excited to hear your thoughts. We will have more to share with you. So just keep in mind, today we're just showing you just a work in progress. This is not the final. We are still in the ultimate stages of development. This is not fully polished, but we believe it is important. It's important to start sharing what we've been working on. So we're glad to take you guys along for the ride. This short presentation is just going to give you a brief look at Night Ops with a live tech demo and in-game. So we're always going to take you in-game to what we've been working on. We're going to highlight some of the exciting features, improvements, quality of life changes we've been working on, and we can't get into all the details or the nitty-gritty of some of these things just yet, but you can definitely look forward to more in-depth breakdowns that's coming through our devlogs, streams, posts, and definitely more. So friends, we're just getting started. Now with over 1 million units sold, guys, we're not going anywhere. We're here to stay. We're going to be working on Gray Zone for years. How many years that is, that depends on the progression of our updates. But here's one thing that we need to make clear is we're crafting fun and memorable experiences for gamers with gamers, and we're going to keep doing this with every update. Keep you guys coming back to experience a new and improved Gray Zone with more content that's going to come out every 6 months or so, give or take. So here's the thing. Gray Zone Warfare, I mean, really, what is going to keep you coming back? Like, why do you want to come back and play? The thing is, we think of it as more than a game. It's a living, evolving experience that's shaped by you guys and driven by our passion for creating something really special. Each update is not just a content drop. Okay, let's make that clear. This is not just more content. This is a response to your guys' feedback and commitment to continuously refine the game. So with our first major update releasing this year, Gray Zone Warfare is going to keep getting better and better. Whether it's addressing the aimbot AI, yes, I can tell you this right now, it frustrates me as much as anyone. I had an experience last night when I was in YBL, and I'm not going to lie, I confess I said a four-letter word or two, and my kids were in the dining room, and they were laughing. Not that I needed to do that, but they were laughing. We get frustrated as well. We play the game, it's a negative version here. So I want to let you guys know, we are addressing the environment. Found the problem. Still frustrated. Really hard to continue to work on optimization. We're hard at work on this. We have guys who know we're hard at work behind the scenes, so trust me, we're going to do as best as we can. It's not going to be perfect. Even with this next update, you're going to see that there's still room for improvement because we're still in the early stages. But all this is starting with Night Ops. So, a couple other things, guys. I know you want to see the footage. Shut up, Rick. Say shut up in the chat if you want me to shut up, even though I still have to go just a little more. Just a little more. So, listen, I'm sure we'll get a couple of those. But to ensure that we keep the community updated as much as we can, we're going to expand our content and deepen our connection with you guys. So this is crucial because Jakob, he's our new lead community manager. He's going to work really hard to bring you guys more updates about our team and our shared vision for the game. So we've actually hired some more people in our marketing staff because we want to get more content out. We want you guys to see more of what's going on behind the scenes. And then, of course, Corey, as we said before, our creator relations manager, he's going to be working closely with content creators, but we're still going to be doing the community briefings. That's making a comeback this year. I sometimes assume that you guys already know us, so I didn't even introduce myself if you don't know me. But I'm Rick, the PR and comms director, blah, 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 right? A couple other things, and I think you guys will like some of this part. Again, we do want to show you, so just bear a couple more minutes. We have been listening to you guys, and we are incorporating some highly requested features and fixes. So we are having new weapons, you'll see that. Just maybe one weapon for now, but you'll see more. New tasks, some at night. AI behavioral improvements. We're improving the frequency of key spawns. We're adding an ADS toggle option and other quality of life features that Corey will mention. There will be in-game reporting. And of course, we want you guys to really explore and get out there more. So we will be having high-value loot in Le Mans. So just a couple more things. Night Ops is going to introduce some night vision mechanics, some fresh environmental points of interest, that's going to create an ever-evolving world full of exploration and discovery. So the tactical depth of planning your moves is definitely based on the time of day, not just at night either, during the day, to adapt to these new environmental changes that ensures each session remains engaging and unpredictable. We are, with each update, a wipe has to come, because we're kicking a fresh start with important updates and improvements. And so a part of that is we will be implementing the wipe to, introduce critical changes. So we are slightly revamping the tasks. We're updating the vendor stock, rebalancing progression, rebalancing the economy and weapons. Just don't worry, despite the reset, you'll keep your original gear from the chosen edition, so to ensure a smooth transition. And it's an exciting new beginning. Now, lastly, next week, I know we've been saying soon, and we admit that we didn't have the best original review of the roadmap because we didn't show anything. Well, next week we will be. Next week, Maro's going to be on the stream. He's going to actually be answering some questions, and God only knows what he's going to be talking about. So you can rest assured that our boss is going to he's going to say some things, and he's going to be prepared with you guys to have a good time. And with that said, Mr. Corey Smith, we are ready for the tech demo.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay guys, so what you're seeing here is with the night cycle, the day-night cycle, this is like 10 times as fast. But we do use our own Scala engine to make it as close to a one-to-one as possible to make it look like Southeast Asia, like you're there, including the constellations. While this is very beautiful, what we want you guys to picture yourself is how you're going to adapt day and night and the mechanics that come with that. Running into other players or AI at night, in the jungle, not just in these towns, but how you approach when you're in the trees, when you're in the forest. You're going to have essential tools, flashlights, night vision, of course, and tracer rounds and more. We're improving lighting. You're going to be able to go into buildings in certain areas you weren't able to before. So we really do have a lot in store for you guys, and we're adding more density to the map that I'll just talk about also in a little bit. But the tools all have their pros and cons. Now here you're going to see night vision. We are going to maybe take a little bold statement. You might see a little shooting star. There we go. That this is some of the more advanced tech that we've seen in a game. You can clearly see outside of the peripherals. And what's interesting and what's important to note, you're not the only one that's going to have access to NVGs. In the starting towns, basic criminals, they're not going to have them. However, based on where you're at in certain military, might actually have NVGs, so you will need to be cautious of that. So keep in mind, this is not just like a full screen that goes green. Seeing outside the peripherals also means that, you will have, based on the time of day, well, especially at night, with night vision, you do need to make sure there is still a little bit of light that Corey will talk about more specifics. Now, you can obviously, the white peripherals, this is something that, we're taking a lot of time, and we'll have more to show you a little later on. You'll notice butterflies and some new insects that will be in the game. The flashlight, it just really shows the beautiful nature of the game. But you will reveal your location, so you do need to be really careful with your flashlights, especially if you see them flashing around in the jungle. Now you can see some improved interior lighting. We definitely need to focus on this as we want to make sure you can still see. But now you can see the weapon lasers. We will have a different variation of lasers that Corey will mention. The lasers are good for many ways, obviously for precision aiming and to point out where your enemy is. And of course, tracer rounds. Now, this is not Star Wars, but you get the point. Tracer rounds will be essential. The MP5 is not yet finished, but you can see a good close look for now. We're still working on it. With the MP5 comes new animations. It'll come new attachments. It'll come, sounds. Really working closely to bring some of fan favorite weapons into the game. There won't be a lot, but there will be some. And lastly, the map isn't going to get bigger, but it's going to get more dense. There's going to be other places to explore, to find loot, maybe to get little hints of the lore of the game, where there might be a military displaced or AI in other parts. It's going to give you opportunities to find more of the things in Gray Zone Warfare that you're looking for, such as high-value loot. That's going to be something that Corey will get into. But this is just a glimpse, this tech demo. And while I am talking, let me just say that I know that you guys are going to have questions, and we're going to have a few minutes after the full presentation to answer those questions. Might not be a ton, but remember, we are going to talk more about the features, more of what we're adding into the game in devlogs, in streams. And Corey right now is actually going to load up the game because we're going to take you in the game. I think, it's great when we can show you pre-recorded footage and all, but now, Corey is going to take you through a certain location in the map. You'll get to see it firsthand, guys. I know you guys want to play it. Probably wondering when. So the closer we get towards the end of the development, and I say end, I just mean when we're ready to release, we'll get, we just want to be very cautious in just throwing out dates. So we'll have to wait on that for now. It is coming out this year, and just stay tuned for the release date. If it was up to Corey and I, we would want it to be out right now, but we really need to get it ready. The more time we have to work on it means the more immersion, the more realism, and the more fun for you guys. Because again, it's not just about simply a sun up and sun down. I always find it fascinating when, we've heard, oh yeah, it's just going to be a sun up and sun down, and that shouldn't take too long. But guys, we're adding so much more than just the sun going up and down. A lot of it is really based on what you guys have been talking about. It's been quite the journey, so thanks guys for being patient.
All right, guys, welcome to update 0.2, Night Ops, our first major update. I preface this is an older build. There are work in progress things in it. There are placeholders, which we'll talk a little bit more about as we see them, one of them being the AI, but we have a lot to discuss, a lot to talk about while we're in here. So as you can see, this is our night sky. You can see this constellation, a lot of the stars, the Milky Way. There's not a lot of light pollution in Southeast Asia. We tried to one-to-one replicate the night sky that you would see in Southeast Asia, so much so that you can actually navigate with the stars and constellations, but you guys are still going to use compasses anyways. The way day and night cycle works is this is an accelerated day and night cycle. So the whole, the sky, the stars will move as like the Earth is actually rotating. This requires proper planning, because if you go out on a mission and you're not prepared, it takes too long, you get bogged down in the battle, you're going to find yourself at a disadvantage when it comes to what gear you have, and you may run into some issues. Alright, so we're going to push on up into the jungle a little bit. There might be AI up here. Like I said, just ignore the AI for right now. I see him actually. Okay, he did. There might be one more. So with nighttime, we are getting night vision, and as we move into the jungle, thanks to the dense canopy and lumen, it'll start getting darker, and we'll need something like night vision. And as you can see over here, we actually have some of our fireflies. Night vision is just a light intensifier. So when you have ambient light, such as moonlight and such, it performs better. When you start getting into areas that the ambient light really doesn't work well, doesn't penetrate, the night vision performance is going to degrade a little bit. So as you can see, this is our NVIDIA 14. It's the most popular night vision. I use it overseas. It was standard issue for many countries for a long time. The way it works is it's just a monocular sitting off your right eye, which is why it's offset on the screen to your right. Just like with night vision, though, you still get your peripheral vision. You get the blur of the tube housing in your face, and then objects, because night vision is always set to an infinite focus, objects close up, like your gun, or a map if you're reading it, are all blurred because it cannot focus. This also makes it to where weapon systems, scopes like the LVPOs, your ACOGs that are magnified, you cannot use with night vision. It cannot focus through that tube. So things like your EOTech, which is night vision compatible, is worth using. So with night vision, performance will degrade in certain dark areas, which you'll need things like your flashlights and your lasers. Flashlights and lasers are work in progress. So we're going to take them off and show you a little bit more about it. As you can see, I have an X400 mounted on my 3 o'clock position, which casts a shadow from my suppressor to the 9 o'clock position. So light position is going to be important, because if you're someone who runs a light on the 6 o'clock position, you're going to get a nasty 12 o'clock shadow for the suppressor. So it's up to your circle of presentation and how you want to use it. We also have lasers. Right now, this is just one of the visible lasers. As you can see, we will have IR lasers for night vision, which are only visible through night vision. And with that, it's a main aiming point. It's one of the main ways that you actually use to aim a rifle when you're using night vision. So with that, we'll also have canting, where you'll be able to cant your weapon and aim with the laser. You can use the lasers for pointing out targets, especially with the NVGs and the IR laser, but you got to be careful, because someone else might actually have night vision, which is capable of picking up that IR laser. So laser and light discipline is going to be important. Fun things you can do with the lasers. We used to do it overseas. If a chopper or a CAS couldn't locate us, they call for a lasso. where you just point your laser up in the sky, spin it around a little bit, and show where you are. You can communicate using these lasers, but you can also give away your presence of where you are to anyone else with night vision. So, with night vision though, we do have a few different flavors. We have the PVS-14, again, the most popular. We will have the AN-PVS-7, which is my most hated night vision. I hated it using it in real life. And that is a 2 into a single tube, no depth perception with it in real life, but you can't replicate that in game. And then of course we'll have the dual tubes, the PVS-31s with their white phosphor intensifiers with the white bluish tint. So there'll be a lot of different things you can do. Weapon setups with your tech boxes, your lights and such, and what night vision you can choose. Now here's one of our first environmental points. Sometimes AI is hiding out here. As you know, Japan conquered the majority of Southeast Asia during World War II, and Le Mans was no different. So this is one of the remnants of the Japanese occupation, these bunkers here. And these will have environmental points scattered throughout Le Mans for you to go and explore, kind of fill up some of the areas and get you out into areas that you wouldn't normally go. Now, with this update, we're also going to be having helmet customization, which is something we'll talk a little bit more about as we get closer to the update release. Now, this update isn't just adding features, it's a lot of quality of life stuff. We have been listening to your feedback, what you guys have been asking for. So with this update, we'll be getting toggle ADS, also toggle lean. Now you'll be able to diagonal sprint with this update, and you'll be able to get prone leaning. These are just a few of the quality of life things we're doing based on controls. With this update, there are going to be quite a few stash changes. There'll be filtering, so you'll be able to filter better, find items that are compatible with what you're using much faster, and you'll be able to organize and consolidate your stash much quicker. And that also includes using stash cases, which will be in this new update. So you'll be able to store things like guns, gear, to consolidate it just a little bit more. And the reason you need to consolidate it, let me just make sure there's not an AI in here, because sometimes there is. No, not this time. Okay, interesting. The reason for that is because we will now have high-value loot. There will be areas on Le Mans where you will be able to find high-value loot that you'll be able to fight for, search for, to get you to explore areas that you wouldn't normally explore, which will help you better afford new gear, but also fight and try to get back to the FOB with. This is something you guys have been asking for, and we agree. Selling the same 5 rifles over and over again is not really great for the economy nor the player experience. So you'll be able to actually go out and find that loot and you know, bring it back to the FOB. Nope, of course. And where's the other guy?
Urgent page for Dr. Chow. Left to off
Just a reminder, these are just placeholder AIs right now, but I do hear them yelling at me. That's right over here. He's so rude. I'm trying to give a presentation. Just die. There he goes. So, with the new loot, we'll have new stuff vendors for you to unlock and find when it comes to your night vision, your attachments, the new weapons. But there'll also be a limited vendor stock. So if your faction in your instance is buying too many Mark 18s, it can run out of stock until you get a resupply, which will make it so where you'll have to use different weapons that you don't normally use unless you have to dive for a while. On top of that, if you're like Rick, who dies a lot and loses tons and tons of gear, if you end up having no gear whatsoever in your stash, you will now get a backup package sent to you with some gear for you to use. You work for a PMC company, it's not realistic for you to be sent outside the wire with just a knife. They'll always provide you with something to protect yourself and carry out these missions that they're sending you on. Of course, we're going to have new weapons. You did see the MP5, which is the one that we're showing, but there will be a few more weapons that we'll be showing off as we approach the date of release for the update. So have no fear, it's not just the MP5. And then if you're worried about 9mm, I'll talk a little bit more about that once we get a little farther into this. One of the requested features is this is a team play game. You have your faction. We want you to work with your faction. You should work with your faction, but communication is kind of hard. You have to click on people on the Blue Force tracker. You have to message them. It became a pain. Coordination was a pain. So now with this update, you'll be able to have a faction chat. So your entire faction will have a chat in the server where you can communicate with each other, you can plan with each other, you can help each other with quests, look for anybody who needs help with a quest, plan PvP, or even give out warnings of certain areas to avoid where there's high enemy factions. So that's one of the things. So with the wipe, though, it is important because we are rebalancing the entire game economy, the rewards, the prices of loot, the progression itself. We will be adding new quests into the game also, some of them being nighttime. So if you're one of those people that just avoid nighttime stuff, you're going to have to get out there and experience Le Mans in the nighttime. You know, and those are with the quests themselves, they may not be what you remember. Some of the locations of items may change, the dressings of the area might change, so it'll be a fresh experience for you when it comes to the questing, so it won't be like doing the same quest that you did before. So we're coming down this hill here, and we're going to start getting to some AI, and again, I have to preface, the AI right now is just, this is an older build, that we're just using to show off a few things. The AI right now is just from the live game, but the AI that will be available in the Night Ops update, we are aware of the AI aimbot. We know what's wrong, and it will be reduced. We're doing some nice new rebalancing to the AI to make them still challenging but manageable. You won't get, you know, you won't see any of the crazy clips that, you know, you see posted everywhere. The AI will also have different behavior during the day and night. So right now, with this update, the daytime, they'll be patrolling around, of course, as usual. They'll be visible, they'll be in places that they're supposed to be in. But at nighttime, like with anybody, they need to sleep. So the AI will kind of retreat back to some of their areas. They'll actually lay in beds, sleeping beds, and they'll have a guard posted. So you can use that to kind of sneak through and easily complete quests in certain areas, or you could just be a masochist and go in and shoot them all while they're sleeping. That's completely up to you. We're not going to judge you. But when it comes to the nighttime gear with the AI, the bandits, you know, with their flip-flops and their AKs, they're not going to have weapon lights or NVGs. They will have flashlights that are attached to their webbing and to their kit, but they won't have night vision capabilities. The military, on the other hand, will have lasers, they will have flashlights, some of them will have night vision, which is why, you know, your flashlight and laser discipline will be very important, because if you just walk around with it all on all the time, you're kind of just throwing a bat signal through the environment. So you're going to have to be very disciplined with how your stuff, how you present your lasers and your lights. There are a few AI over here I need to take out real quick. Like I said, just ignore the AI right now. I'm very excited when we can show you the updated AI, and I think you guys will too. They're all inside. Oh. There we go. Should be one more. Yeah, he's in the back building. Boom. There he is. Oh no, I don't see him. He's probably upstairs. Okay, so we're gonna forget that AI. We're gonna forget about him. So one of the things with the nighttime, every building is lit, and every building will have a power box. This isn't working in this build, but I can at least show you what you can do. You'll be able to turn off the power inside of a building. No, don't interrupt me. You'll be able to turn off the power inside the building from the outside. So this adds a new different gameplay feeling to it, because if you hear players in the inside and they're without night vision or flashlights, you can kill the power from the outside and then proceed in with a flashlight or night vision. This opens up some pretty cool gameplay opportunities, and you know, this will be expanded on also later in other updates. Now, when it comes to ammo, we know the frustration with 9mm and shotguns not performing like they do in real life. This is going to be completely rebalanced for this update, along with some of the other ammo also. We know that just right now the Mark 18 is the weapon you need to use, and you know, we want it to be weapons to be more effective, to expand the horizons of what weapons you actually take outside the wire, and you enjoy them more, and you feel satisfied that they're working correctly. Now with keys, we know keys are the problem. I've been quest blocked by a key myself for 3 days in the past. The keys themselves are being rebalanced too. They're going to be easier to find. The quest ones will not be you know, a luck of the draw. things. So you'll be able to find the key that you're looking for when you're actually out in the missions. Some of them might still take you a minute or two to find, but they're not going to take you 3-4 days like they did before. So now back onto the next thing, the helicopter wait times. We know, just like AI, just like optimization, the LZ system and the helicopters are always going to be worked on. Their form is not final. We're always going to be doing improvements to them. In this update, we're going to have our first improvement. Let me actually get this set up. Where the choppers will now spawn closer to you. Instead of coming all the way from your fob across the map to pick you up and then all the way back, they will spawn closer to you and they will despawn faster, which limits the amount of time that they're actually in the air. The A to B point that the choppers go is faster. They will travel faster in the air, and the splines have been optimized to reduce the flight time for each and every single helicopter. So we're hoping that this greatly reduces the wait time, but this again still is something that we're working on, and the helicopters are, always something we're going to be working on. Your feedback on them is important too, but we're hoping that this improvement really alleviates the problem. One of the next quality of life features, like I said, we have a lot to show you guys, but we're only going to show you just a little bit of this update because we have to keep some things a surprise, right? We don't want to ruin the surprise just yet. With helicopters, we did hear your guys' thoughts on how loud it is to sit in the Little Bird. It is a loud experience sitting on the bench, the Little Bird under the rotor. I have done it once in real life. In real life, we have the active headset, so we can just lower the volume, and it's not a huge deal, and it's something bearable. But for you guys and your squad mates, it is really loud, and it is something that a lot of you alt-tab. I mute my mixer myself. But modern problems require modern solutions, and you are wearing an active headset. So when the chopper comes up, you can now just turn off your active headset. Now it's just wearing earmuffs. You can still communicate with your team, but it greatly reduces the sound, changes the audio of the world and everything. I gotta chase this chopper down because I wasn't close enough. But yeah, this will make the ride much more bearable. Okay, so as I jump on the chopper, we're going to turn this into a little quick Q&A. If you have any questions for Rick, go ahead and
strap in. We're heading out.
Go ahead and let him fly.
Okay, so can you hear me okay, Corey?
Yep, you're good.
All right, perfect. So thanks to the community managers that have been recording your questions so we could just as easy get to them. I thought it might be good to even recap a couple of things that, yes, I saw a lot about the AI and the concerns there. Yeah, AI is one of the absolute top priorities. So with the aimbot AI, we found the problem, we're working on the solution, and we will drastically improve that. At night, will they be more difficult? Well, it will be more difficult at night, but at the same time, it's all up to the player as well, depending on the strategy you use. At night is going to be really pretty awesome because maybe you want to do some tasks instead of doing it during the day, you do it at night. We will even have dedicated tasks to nighttime as well. But with the AI, it's very, very important, guys. We know we're mostly a PvE game, so we do apologize for suffering for some months on end with the aimbot, but we found the problem. So let's see. Are we really going to add only one gun? No, we see, the thing is with weapons, firstly, it's the attachments that make the weapon, right? But we are going to add 3, 4, 5 weapons. We pretty much just want to make sure they're working right. Rebalancing them is really important. So yes, we are going to be adding more weapons, and we are working on them as we speak. Let's see.
We're getting close. 30
Is
seconds.
night ops in real time or game time? Well, we definitely have to do game time, guys. I mean, when you're hopping into sessions, we're still working out the details that we will divulge over time. But let's just say that you're playing the daytime for a few hours, then it goes to dark, and however long that works, it's going to be more in the game time. What you may have noticed is up in the top left corner of the screen is that there's going to be a clock. So you'll be able to pay attention to that as well. But these things are still work in progress. But the night ops, we call it night ops. We're talking a lot about the night. The game is still going to have its own different feel when you're playing during the day. And that's because of the features that we're adding, the new environmental points of interest, so that you have plenty to do during the day. Let's see. Just looking around, guys. When are we getting a roadmap? So the roadmap is, we are actually, I said in the beginning of the stream, I know some of you just trickled in, but Mara, our co-founder, creative director, CEO, and AI programmer, he is actually going to be on stream next Thursday. So guys, please, we really, like, stay tuned into our Twitch channel. I would turn the notifications on, or at least follow the channel, because we are going to try and do streams on a more regular basis. So make sure you are paying attention to Twitch. But yeah, he's going to go and talk about the roadmap and the future of Gray Zone Warfare, and he'll be spending time to answer more questions on that stream than we can today.